Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Q&A call on the speakerfocus.com platform. I am Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of speakerfocus.com, with the one and only Mr. Auston Troyer here at my side every single Monday to tackle the tough questions and challenges when it pertains to growing your speaker brand. We are here to answer the questions, help you develop the proper messaging and phraseology, get your sales tools looking right so you can get to the marketplace and have an impact with key decision makers that control the budget. We are here to help you have the proper pricing conversation so you can stop getting underpaid. Oh, there's so many people that are not requesting the right fees. You are still apprehensive. You are afraid. You have not yet built up the confidence, but we are here to help you build up the confidence so you can request the right fees and have that proper pricing conversation. And then there are still many of you that have the word motivational speaker in the title to your LinkedIn profile. Shame on you. After all the training that we've given you, you still refer to yourself as an inspirational or motivational speaker. I don't give a damn if that's what you're doing when you actually get in front of the audience. I'm talking about from a marketing standpoint. We are working very hard to get you to understand that you should be referring to yourself as a professional speaker. You are a specialist, subject matter expert, leading authority, and trusted advisor. Act like it. You also should be preparing yourself for greater things in 2023, as we are still not finished yet with the first month of the year. You should be preparing yourself to construct, build a proper sales funnel that Mr. Auston Troyer is going to teach you in Module 5, how to properly manage. You should also be thinking about filling up your marketing pipeline through free distribution, which there are a lot of ways to do that, many, and he also talks to you about paid distribution. Before you can master paid distribution, paid advertising, you should be focusing on free distribution. There's so many ways to attract buyers to your brand, but a lot of you are still hesitant. You're still afraid. You don't have the confidence to manage a sales funnel because you aren't doing real sales funnel shit. That's the reason why you're not in Module 5. You're moving around it. Let's go around Module 5. Oh, we don't want to deal with Module 5. No, not Module 5. Yes, you should be doing everything you have to do between your phraseology and messaging, tweaking your sales tools, website, meeting planner friendly, leadership centric, your speaker video demo, and your speaker info kit. Then you can move right along to having the confidence to have the proper pricing conversation, and then start posting videos on your social media the right way so you can build relationships. Relationship management is key. Where will we be without our relationships? I just finished with 2 calls today because of the relationships me and Auston have built over the last 3 to 5 years. It's going to change our trajectory this year. 2 relationships. Had I pissed on everybody and not managed the relationship properly, not be held accountable whenever I make mistakes, because that's a lot of you, your problem is you don't want to fail. You're not failing enough. Successful people fail every single day. I'm talking about keep getting beat down, keep getting beat down, keep getting beat down, keep getting beat down, keep getting up. That's all what's happening over here at speakerfocus.com. You think it's easy to be me? I make it look easy. But the hellfire is real. You think it's easy for Auston to sit in the room all day long, coding from top to bottom, looking at data, analyzing metrics all day long? You think that's easy? I don't know. I still don't know how the hell he does it. But I'm so glad he's on my team, because if you don't have relationships, you're not going to be able to attract people to your brand. You can forget about your pipeline being full of target prospects who want to do business with you. They actually need you, but they don't want to need you unless your speaker brand is properly positioned in the marketplace. And then last but not least, I'm gonna jump right into questions. Then a lot of you just simply do not have the proper outreach scripting and templates, LinkedIn, emails. You're not sending us your verbiage to check before you enter it into the marketplace because you're afraid to construct it. You're still too afraid of what someone's going to say. I don't understand that mindset. When you are paying us, you're investing in this platform so that you don't have to do any struggling. I don't understand it, but a lot of you are. See, when I'm talking to you, some of you don't show up on the Q&A call because you're embarrassed, because you're still not charging enough. You still are not positioning your brand. Something as easy as going into the drop-down category of your Instagram and removing the word motivational speaker. Because I don't care if they're forcing you to select that. You don't have to. Pick something else like education, entrepreneur. Do something different. We're trying to attract buyers to your brand. Why would you want to push them away? Oh, I get it. Because it feels good for you to be in the same category with 85% of the YouTubers, and everyone else is calling themselves a motivational speaker. So why don't I call myself that as well? Okay, great. When no one's attracted to your brand, send in a support ticket. And then I'm not a I told you so kind of guy, but damn it, I have a responsibility to all of you. And you know I'm going to tell it to you like it is. I want the first question on deck, please, because we only have an hour to answer questions today, because I have some other things that I need to jump into, unfortunately, and I cannot let the call go till 8 p.m. tonight. So anybody have a question, by all means, use the raise hand feature, and I will be right with you. I'm going to do a call for questions. Going once. Going 2 times. Lisa Allman Baldwin has a question. Okay, Lisa, talk to me. What's your question or your comment?
Hey, Kev, can you hear me?
Say it again.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Lisa, we're going to focus on action plans. I hope the question is surrounding the action plan, because we don't really have time for too much today, because the call is not going to go for 2 hours, unfortunately.
Yes. So,
please.
yeah, so I have a question. This is actually for Auston.
All right. He's right there.
Okay. Hi, Auston.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm just going to repeat the question in the support ticket I sent you, so everybody else knows what I'm talking about. But I had sent you a message saying that I'm almost maxed out on the number of contacts I could add to Pipedrive and ActiveCampaign, and don't have the funds right now to increase their capacity or to add any other paid tech. So you said, you wrote back and you said, to solve this problem until you have more funds, I'd recommend deleting all contacts out of ActiveCampaign that haven't replied, interested, or chatting with you, or that you've spoken to already, and then use Gmass to email the people I deleted going forward, since it's much cheaper. So my question is a 2-part thing. One is, when you say, well, first of all, if I delete all the ones that haven't replied, interested, or I haven't spoken to, that's going to be like most of them, because a lot of them were added, when I was still working on my messaging and everything. So when you say deleted, are you saying downloading them to keep them in a spreadsheet because they can be added back later, or that I can use them with the Gmass? So that's part A of my question.
Yeah, just export them as a CSV. It should be just one click in Pipedrive and ActiveCampaign, and then just go to sheets.google.com and just import them into a Google Sheet so you have a backup, and then delete all of them out of ActiveCampaign and Pipedrive.
Okay, sheets.google.com.
Yeah, just go to Google, go to Google and search Google Sheets and just create a new Google Sheet, or Microsoft Word, whatever you want to use. I would recommend Google Sheets, much better.
Okay, and then and you're saying do that out of Pipedrive and ActiveCampaign? Right,
because you want to clean up both of them.
Okay, but the only way. Okay, so let me deal with Pipedrive first. So Pipedrive, then I would be looking at ones that didn't get to whatever I think it's the 4th stage that says showed interest, or that said they weren't interested at some point. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I would just update your Pipedrive to only have certain stages. Like you would only want the stages, I'd say, people that have actually booked a call with you to start. So maybe just do, the first stage would be call booked, and then you can have a no-show stage, and then call complete. And then you can have, maybe a verbal commit category.
Okay, I might have to send you a separate ticket on that because like I'm saying, on both of those pipe drive and active campaign, I would be deleting almost everybody at this point.
Correct. And that would free up all your contacts. And then you're only keeping the people that have expressed interest in your an active campaign and pipe drive. And then GMass is going to have a bulk of your contacts that haven't expressed interest yet. And you're just going to use that to communicate with those people.
Okay, so going back for a second though to pipe drive and active campaign, some of the people that are in there are people I've added lately, that haven't had a chance to either, see my LinkedIn connection request or haven't gotten my first email campaign. And so I don't want to delete those people because I want to give them a chance to even respond, right?
No, just reach out to them with GMass. Just get rid of everyone that hasn't replied interested. Now, if they've opted in manually to your stuff, you can keep them in there, but just get rid of everybody that hasn't shown interest yet and start the outreach process on GMass. If your goal is to save money, and your best bet is just to keep active campaign and pipe drive clean of anyone that hasn't expressed interest, and use GMass to communicate to those people because it's way cheaper.
Okay, and then so then any new people that I add, that I come across, I can go ahead and add them in pipe drive and active campaign.
No, you're not adding those people in there. You're adding those to GMass with the Google Sheet. So any new people that you're trying to cold outreach, just add them in GMass.
But then that means that if I take all these people out of active campaign, then when I do my weekly email campaigns, nobody's going to get it.
Yeah, just do your weekly email campaign. And that's why we need to get rid of them, is because it's becoming expensive. Just do your weekly email campaigns with GMass.
With GMass, okay. So
It's just way cheaper until you have a bunch of revenue coming in where you don't care about the extra expense, because it is much easier to manage them in active campaign and pipe drive, but I know it's expensive. So I would just do this process for now. It won't be that much extra work.
Okay, and then for GMass, I started to do a little bit of research on that, but it looks like it's a Google extension, but do you have to pay for it or it's free?
It's $30 unlimited.
Okay, $30 unlimited. Okay. And then going back to what you said last week about getting a second domain that's closely named by your first one, because you said you're going to send it out through, if I understood right, you said I would send it out through GMass using that domain, which will redirect to my main one. But what I understood you saying is the reason for doing that is so that your main one doesn't take a hit for looking like, you're sending out spam and everything. But if you have one that's closely tied to that, isn't that going to do the same thing?
It's not going to do the same thing to your main domain. It'll do it to the new domain. And you're just going to keep spinning up new ones.
Okay, when you say spinning up new ones, what do you mean?
Buying new ones, buying new domains.
Okay, and so how will I know when the first fake domain is causing a problem and I need to do another one?
You'll be able to see by your response rates if they drop significantly. You can also see in GMass, it'll just Google domain reputation lookup, and you can run it through a domain reputation tester tool. But to be honest, to keep it simple, I would just stick with one extra domain that's not your main one. Just keep using that for a while, and then you'll be able to change it down the road. But just you don't want to put your current domain at risk by doing a bunch of cold emails, because that can have really long-term consequences.
So for getting a second domain, do you just use like the same name as your first one -1, or I mean, or do you have to come up with a different name? I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do there.
Yeah, just come up with a slight variation. So what's your domain? What's your main domain?
AuthenticityandPurpose.com.
Just do AuthenticityPurpose.com. Is that available?
I don't know. I have to look at it.
Okay, yeah. So just do slight variations, or do you could do Authenticity Purpose you.com or something like that. Just add a slight you don't want to do a dash, because people have a hard time, like, because they're probably going to visit the domain, and you don't want, like, dashes just make it more complicated.
Mhm.
So just add a separate word, or add an S, or, you know, I just add like you, or remove and just have it redirect to your main domain.
Okay, but you're saying people are going to see that other domain though.
Right, because you're going to be emailing from it, so they're going to see it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I got you. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, we're gonna, before we move on to the next question, by the way, Lisa, just remember this if you're still listening. I'm pretty sure you are, but just remember that this is like overcoming the same things that you've had to overcome before. It's the same situation. It's the same exact thing. You've run into another challenge with your business because now you have to start getting more aggressive when it comes to marketing. And that's a piece that you need to understand at a higher level. Do what I do. If you're not getting enough through support tickets to understand it, Google what it is that you don't understand. After Auston answers a support ticket, you know, you gotta keep, when it comes to technology, you have to keep being around it, you know, and the more you look at it, the more you're going to understand what it's supposed to do. Oh, now it's clicking why I need to have a subdomain set up, why I need to have a variation of my domain name. Oh, I see. This is the reason why I shouldn't wind up in a spam folder, so I have high open rates. It's always a reason why we're telling you to do what we're telling you to do. But a lot of you are not taking extra initiative when you know, outside of speakerfocus.com to do research and to continuously, again, you're not failing enough. That's the problem that I have with a lot of you. You know, you're looking real good on your social media, but I know what's going on behind the scenes. You're not pushing enough. You're not failing enough. You're not getting enough up at bats. You're not trying enough, and therefore you're not failing enough. And failing causes you to say, okay, this is what needs to be fixed. But if there's no try, there's no fail. And then we can't assess what's broken or what needs to be fixed, because you're either not showing up on the Q&A or you're not submitting a support ticket. A lot of you are way too embarrassed, and it's affecting your revenue. I don't know what you're embarrassed about. You're on a platform. We're here to help you. And Lisa, obviously, I'm not talking about you and I'm not really pointing the finger at anybody, but I'm holding myself to this standard every single day. If there's some things that I don't know about, I can hear about it, and then I have to go do research. I have to keep staying in there until I get a level of understanding. Obviously, you cannot reach a level of mastery until you get good at it. You can't become good unless you become great. Listen, you've got to become bad at being good before you can become good at being great. You got to fail. You got to keep failing. This is the only way you're going to be able to analyze it. A lot of you are reached a plateau. See, this is what happens in speaking. Sometimes you get real hot. Joseph Van Dusen, I see your hand up. Terry Wade and Devon, I'll be right with you. A lot of you get real hot. And I just had this conversation with a client. This is a New York Times bestselling author. Once that heat comes off of you from being a New York Times bestselling author, or your book just got launched and I'm an international Amazon #1 bestselling author. Once that heat comes off of you, and you don't have that media attention, or the podcasts are not calling your name anymore, then what? Some of you, when you finish the program, you're booking 4 or 5 speaking engagements a month. Some people acting like they're too busy to return some calls. I'm checking in on you. You're acting like you're too busy. Until that heat wears off and your ass ain't booking no speaking engagements no more because you haven't learned how to ramp up your marketing efforts. It happens to every single speaker. At least you got someplace to come back home. It happens every single time. Now, if you're hitting your revenue goals, good for you. I'm not talking to you. If all of your speaker business is built out the right way and you're in the marketplace and you're thriving and you're booking engagements, I'm not talking to you. But if your speaker business still got some problems, I'm absolutely talking to your ass. And you need to do something different, and it's called failing. It's way too many of you are not submitting enough support tickets because you aren't active. That's the reason why you're not submitting support tickets. And the ones who are in the marketplace working, is your sales funnel ramped up on a whole nother level? I mean, just ask me the question. Is it performing better than it did last year? Because you're going to cool off. If you don't want to cool off, you need a predictable and consistent way to get money and fill up your marketing pipeline every single day. And if you aren't filling up, if you aren't sending out 25 to 100 cold emails every single day, that means you're not listening to Auston. That means you don't have your ass on these Q&A calls, asking them questions with a one-time throughout the week that he is more than willing to answer as many questions as possible, and you are submitting support tickets. So my question to you is this. Are you sending out 25 to 50 cold emails or 100 a day? Because if you're not, you don't really want to make any money in this business because it's out there to get. Joseph Van Dusen, talk to me, brother. Stealth elevation in effect.
Yes, sir. How are you, KTR?
Doing great, man. I'm doing amazing. You know what I learned today?
What'd you learn today?
I learned today that I need to fail more. I need to fail more at a bigger level. If I want to get to the level that I want to get to, I need to start getting told no from people that's at the level that I know I want to be at. And I need to stop dealing with everybody else. That's the type of business that I've already done. I've already been there, done that. We are still in the first month of the new year, and this month is not over. And I realized one thing happened to me today, and I realized, Joseph, I got to fail at a higher level. See, I got to get it right failing at the higher level if I want to break through. Because I'm like a lot of you, I hit a ceiling. Last year, I hit a ceiling. I'm like, okay, how you get frustrated. You're like, man, how do I make moves to get to the next level? I got to fail at a higher level. I got to reach higher. I got to think bigger. Go ahead, Joseph. I just had to share that with you.
No, I really appreciate that. And that's kind of where my question was coming from. But because I have a lot of ambition here for the end of the month. As you know, I have some big goals to get all this stuff wrapped up. And
I love it. Your goals are very aggressive. I love the support ticket you sent, and I know that you're taking action. I love it.
Well, thank you, sir. And I'm very excited for what you, and I just want to say thank you for taking the time, and Auston as well. And I'm excited to see what comes out of KTR this year. And you're helping all of us, and it's great. And I think failing forward and growing and what you were just talking about, it's become a part of me this year more than ever before.
Sure.
I'm really getting out there with, I don't know if you've seen any of my social stuff, but I'm blasting it out and trying everything. And it's a great way to test your messaging as well.
Yes.
And it's improving my speaking skills by being in front of the camera and all that stuff too. So, I think there's a lot of goodness in that. But as I'm working through the website redesign and all this, the speaker info kit and all the stuff that we're working on, but I just want to know if you have any further comments or encouragement for me, or where you think I'm at right now.
No, well, with you, Joseph, you've been very consistent, and I know you've been flying all over the world as a commercial pilot, and you're like a lot of you're a great example on this platform of what happens when you're busy, but you're not making any excuses, and you committed to fitting this program and your training in to a very, very busy schedule. And I really take my hat off to you because I know that's not easy, but you are getting better, and you've gotten better on this platform. Every time you turn in an assignment, it gets better. You're sending in a support ticket. You're telling me what your plan is, and you're posting on your social media, which is great. See, what you're doing every day when you're posting on your social media? You're breaking the fear of how it needs to look. We all have this thing in our mind. Oh, it needs to look a certain way. I wonder what people are going to think. Documenting your journey is not about what other people think.
Right.
So what you're doing when you're posting content, you're getting, like you said, you're getting more comfortable in front of the camera. You're getting more repetitions in. Every single time you post a piece of content, you are educating someone about your brand. Think about it. Your social media strategy can be light years ahead. And then watch this. Your marketing strategy is going to eventually catch up when you're doing outreach. You're going to have an upgraded website. You're going to have your brand new speaker video demo coming up. You're going to have your speaker info kit complete. Now you're posting on your social media from your signature programs, talking about stealth elevation, talking about leadership, talking about your unique position in the marketplace. And now, again, every time you post a piece of content, you should be given a little mini seminar. Just give the information away for free. A lot of you don't still understand that concept, but Joseph, you're on the right path, brother. I know that it's felt really uncomfortable over the last 2 or 3 months, especially with your messaging, because you've been requested to do something new. Your subconscious mind, it does not know the difference between a lie or the truth. That's why you can manipulate your subconscious to help you perform at higher levels. Mm-hmm. It also is where your level of skill resides. It's where your database of memory is. It's where your recall ability is. So every time you're forcing in new learning, your subconscious mind is your recall ability becomes sharper. Your learning becomes quicker. Your thoughts, you're able to access the information from your database, your computer, your brain a lot faster. Anything that your brain is not familiar with, it automatically kicks it out. Your brain automatically tries to kick it out when it's not familiar with your current database of knowledge. So the magic number for repetitious learning is about 26 repetitions, right? So around maybe 15 to 26 plus repetitions. If you do it over and over again, it becomes a habit. That's why it takes about 30 days to form a new habit. Well, you'd be surprised at how you can cut loose of old ideologies, old approaches, old habits, and replace them with new habits. This is what this is about. And Joseph, I want you to feel confident about this, because in my assessment, and you know I don't give A pluses when your ass deserve an F. You already know that by now. So in my assessment of what you've done so far, you have been a shining example of somebody who has not used a family and work-life balance as an excuse not to get the work done. You have been replacing your old behaviors with new behaviors. I just want you to just keep free falling. And when it feels uncomfortable, you know you got someplace to show up, and you know you can submit a support ticket, because the only way that you learn higher level marketing, it took me 8 years to understand this concept. You got to reach out to people that's doing it at a higher level. See, I've already failed and been through all the failures that you've been through. That's the reason why I can tell you exactly what to do. So is Auston. And that's the reason why you want that higher level mentorship. Now, Joseph, you're going to take all your experiences after we teach you how to package yourself, and you're going to share that with an audience who is not as skilled as you with the things that you're good at. And then you're going to be the leading authority standing on stage, and everybody's going to be peppering you with questions, and you're going to be answering them left and right. Because when you speak within yourself and you keep forcing yourself to learn something new, that's the reason. Why does a subject matter expert stay sharp at all times? Why was Kobe Bryant he had an insatiable appetite after winning all those championships? He said, I want more. I want more. You know why? Because your subconscious mind is greedy. Yeah. It desires more. The more you achieve, the more it wants to exceed. I'm telling you, Joseph, it's about elevation. And every time you feel like you hit that ceiling, you gotta fail upwards. You gotta say, you know what? I need to get told no by people with more money. I need to get told no by people with more education, with more knowledge. I love it when someone makes me feel uncomfortable. I love it. You know Absolutely. Why? Because it lets me know I'm growing. And without that, and it doesn't feel good. But you got to keep doing shit that doesn't feel good. And a lot of us are stuck in a trap. And I'm telling you, we're still stuck in last year. Last year is over. It's in the books. It's done. And this month is not over. And I had a goal. Of what I wanted to achieve in the month of January, and I'm going to achieve it. I don't care how many days are left. But 2 relationships that I had to rely on that's taking me 3 to 5 years to build is going to help me achieve my goal where me and Auston know we can be. And I'm going to make it happen. And it's all, watch this, it's already done.
Exactly. Yeah, it is.
It's already done. You got anything else you want to share? Joseph, you're doing an amazing job on this platform. Just keep going hard. And when it feels uncomfortable, submit a support ticket. When
Yes,
it
sir.
feels uncomfortable, come on the Monday Q&A and share. But let me just leave you with this, unless you got another question. Let me get to Terry Wade and Devon right after this. You're in a very, very, I'm going to say a very unusual position at this stage in your coaching platform journey at speakerfocus.com, because it's a lot of people that fall into a trap. When they know they have to design that speaker info kit, okay, it requires me to hire a graphic designer. It requires me to get my speaker video demo done. It requires me to reach out to the web designer and start redesigning. It requires me to get the content organized and go over the checklist. I know I got some work to do. If I can just, we already approved your messaging and your bio. Amazing. Next, now you're at a stage right now where a lot of students, I refer to this stage like when you're building a house and they get the foundation poured rather quickly. And then I built like 8 houses. So every time you go through the process, they get the foundation poured quickly. Then they get the walls erected. And then they get the first deck on. And then they erect the first floor walls. And then eventually the second, and then they put the roof on. It's moving real fast when the carpenters are in there and they're framing out the house. Then they start coming on the inside. Once they get the roof on to protect all the wood, they start coming in. They go through the mechanical stage. Then it starts slowing down because the inspector has to come by and check off the plumbing, the heating, the AC, the electrical, all of that. Before they can close the walls in, they got to get all that stuff checked off. So the house goes through a period where it's like, damn, it's not moving fast enough. What the hell are they doing? Every time me and my wife build a house, we go through the same thing. Oh, we're going through that stage where it feel like it's taking them all day long to get it done. That's the stage you are right now on this platform. And if you don't focus and stay on top of the editor, the videographer, the graphic designer, or whatever resources you have on your team, it's going to feel like it's taking forever. So you got to have some patience and just sit back there and get all that work done. And now you're already posted on your social media. Now, brother, I'm telling you, you're like 30 to 60 days away from starting to do outreach. 30 to 60. You just got to keep your head down and get the work done. Are you feeling what I'm laying down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Well, that's
Great.
it, man. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep the steady pace going. I always hear from you every week. If I ask you for something, it's done. See, I call it activity of productivity. Activity of productivity, Joseph. Just keep staying active, brother.
All right, will do. Thank you, sir.
I cannot wait until you showcase with us. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait either. Let's
All right,
do it.
boss. Talk to you real soon.
I see.
All right. If you want to talk to me about action. Talk to me about some action that you're taking. Terry Wade, how are you?
Hey, KTR, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, Terry. Terry Wade's a light giver. How are you? I'm doing great.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. So I'm working on my website right now, and I was looking at your website. So, I have, books on Amazon, and then I have my coaching and speaking. So I'm thinking, I noticed your website only has your speaker business. Like, you don't mention Speaker Focus, you don't mention your book. So I'm just curious, why is that? Because I want to put mine together, but I want to have it, like as a good piece of real estate that can have all of it, but I also don't want to confuse people, just to get to one thing. So I was just curious on what your thoughts were.
Okay, so again, this is something that I learned from Auston, because understand this, Terry, we did not create running a successful sales funnel, but we sure as hell learned to master it. So I need you to jot this down. So these are some things that your website needs to do. Keep this in mind. And I'm glad you went to kevintrobertson.com, because I spent a lot of time, and it's getting ready to get some upgrades to it, but it's still going to remain really, really simple. Your website should be meeting planner friendly and leadership centric.
Okay.
With one call to action, Terry. Let me say that again, because a lot of you are going through web design and web development right now with your web designer. So remember, your website should be meeting planner friendly, leadership centric. You should have one call to action. I have a whole separate business with speakerfocus.com. Me and Austin have 2 other software companies. That's other separate business. I do not want my speaker site convoluted with the other stuff. And Terry, by the way, I see this every single day as I sit in this position as CEO of speakerfocus.com. I analyze hundreds and hundreds of coaches, consultants, and speakers' websites every single day. Let me tell you the trap that they fall into, Terry. And I'm so glad you're asking me this question because I don't want you falling into this trap.
Okay.
Most coaches or consultants, they have a lot of information for what they offer for their coaching on one site. Then if they focus on speaking, it's on there in the speaking tab. They don't really put a lot of heavy emphasis on it. So if you have a lot of books and products and you have a lot of offerings, in other words, you already have a sales funnel set up for coaching or your consultancy, it's probably best, unless your website is like super simple and you don't have a bunch of stuff you're selling or a bunch of services that you're selling. That's the reason why you want to do a terrywavespeaks.com and have a separate site. And here's another reason, Terry. When you go to kevintrobertson.com, the meeting planner, it's not about what I wanted. It's about having an impact on the person that controls the budget. And why is my website set up? Terry, it's a reason why I'm telling you this, because the meeting planner, the key decision maker, the chair, board, or committee member, the event strategist, the event coordinator, the key decision maker, they can locate all my information in 10 seconds. As soon as you go there. Remember this, Terry, this is the impact that your website should have. And this is what the meeting planner is thinking. And it's a lot of speakers just do it so wrong. When you go to my website, Terry, can you pull up my website for a quick second?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm on it.
Now I want you to think about, don't think like, remember, Terry, we're not thinking we're teaching you how to think like a professional speaker, specialist, subject matter expert, leading authority, trusted advisor, not a motivational speaker or inspirational speaker, because they're too self-promoting. That's 85% of the YouTubers. Terry, you've already created some separation away from the average speaker and some real market differentiation. Your brand, super strong. We don't even need to touch that. But what I want you to remember about your speaker website, look at my website. Now, think like the meeting planner, Terry. Let me say it again, everyone. Think like the meeting planner. Think like the person that controls the budget. When what does Kevin T. Robertson teach? He teaches leadership strategies that magnify success.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense, right, Terry?
Yeah, right there.
Well, who is Kevin T. Robertson? KTR.
Yeah.
KTR is America's leading focus expert.
Mm-hmm.
When we hire Kevin into our organization, when we hire KTR, what is going to be the end result? Terry, what does that banner read in black at the bottom with white letters?
Increase your company's employee engagement with KTR.
That's what I'm going to do when they hire me. Phraseology and messaging. You got 10 seconds to get their attention. Leadership strategies to magnify success. America's leading focus expert. Increase employee engagement with KTR. During a time of the pandemic, in an era where we are disengaged with our employees. That's what I'm going to do when I come into your organization. And then, Terry, you come down the page a little bit more, skirt, and the speaker video demo box flies right in from the left.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about what? Not just about anything. I'm talking about the value found in all 5 of my signature programs. You only need at least 4. I have 5 because I have an acronym that describes focus. So I break all of those things down. That's why you see the talking headshots. Value, 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 Terry, and more what? More value.
Yeah.
Now, then you come down a little bit more under the speaker video demo box and you click on speaker info kit. Excuse me. You open up the speaker info kit. Here's what your speaker info kit should do. It should answer every question that they have about you and your professional speaking deliverables. It should give them every single reason why they need to hire you. As a matter of fact, somebody asked me last week, KTR, why is your speaker info kit 27 pages long? I don't get it. Well, I bet you the meeting planner gets it. I believe on over delivering on the value. Terry, I don't have to tell you what kind of great leadership speaker I am, but 52nd Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, thinks I'm a pretty dope leadership speaker. So does multi-billionaire Kevin Plank, CEO of Under Armour, and the list goes on and on and on. Now what we got to do is put all of your credentials, your track record, all of your degrees, awards, citations, certifications, commendations, accreditations. See, most people, Terry, they make a mistake. Everything that's inside my speaker info kit right now, they take all of it out and they try to plaster it all over their website. You don't need all the information all over your website. You need it inside that speaker info kit because it answers all the questions. See, it even has 4 pages inside of my speaker info kit, says reasons to hire KTR. And it has all the phraseology and messaging that speaks directly to the person that writes the check. Motivational speaker, inspirational speakers website, Terry. Me. I. The meeting planner doesn't care. Professional speakers. This is what I'm going to do for you. What's in it for you? I'm here to provide service to you at the highest level possible. I'm here to give your audience key takeaway strategies, help them achieve their desired outcomes and all of their learning objectives. You got it, Terry?
Yeah, this is great.
That's what your website should be doing. And if it's not, please send it over to me and I'll make corrections. I'll make some suggestions. Remember, one call to action. Your speaker site, you don't want them to get distracted. Some speaker websites look like the menu item 1 through 99, like a Chinese food carryout store.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want to listen to me. You want to focus in on one thing. That is your ability to speak. Now, if you look at my website, you go down a little bit more. Yeah, I got my Amazon #1 international bestseller that I co-authored with Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank, the creator of the infomercial, sold billions of dollars online. They asked me to be a part of their book anthology because Tony Robbins endorsed our book. So I'm on the cover with all 3 of them. That's why you see the book on there. I've written 5 other books and I've been in 2 other books. They're not on there, but that one's on there for a reason because I don't need all my other books. See, start where you are. All I need is that one right there. And you come down a little bit more, you see all 5 of my signature programs, which the upgrade for the website, you're going to be able to click on the signature program and it's going to go to a video strictly talking about that one signature program and the value that it has for the meeting planner when they hire me to speak.
That's
All
great.
that's coming. See, I just got that up there for right now because I'm just getting my feet wet, getting ready to go back on tour. And my web designers getting ready to take it to a whole nother level. See, all that work is behind the scenes. I'm working right now, just like you're working. Terry, any other questions or comments?
No, that's all. I like it. Thank you.
Okay, give me a timeline on when you're going to be able to possibly work on your website.
Yeah, good. I'm going to be working on it all week.
Are you doing it or your web designer's doing it?
I'm gonna look on Fiverr. I was looking on Fiverr and so I'll find somebody so I can use best use of my time. But yeah, thanks for the deadline. So I'm gonna get the website, the person this week and get the details to him. And so I don't know when it'll be done, but definitely hiring somebody this week.
Okay, definitely knock that out, Terry, because again, you're at the same stage that Joseph is. We want you to get to start doing outreach and you're probably maybe 30 to 60 days away from that. Don't let up off the gas right now because the money is just sitting there waiting for you, but you got to start doing outreach. Let Auston help you start sending out, give you the blueprint to start sending out 25, 50, 100 cold emails every single day.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, no problem. Talk to you real soon.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Terry. Keep working hard.
Mm.
I love it when they take action. I love it when they take action. I love it when they take action. Devon, talk to me.
KTR, it's Sam. It's not Devon. Devon's not in your program. Come on, brother. You're supposed to know.
You know what? I'm so sorry, Sam. You had logged in from Dee's computer.
I did. And then I don't know how to change it on the webinar. So
it's okay. It's okay. You know what, Sam? I know you've been like super busy lately. I just didn't see your name and I'm just like, You know what, Sam? They say out of sight, out of mind, but I think about you every single day. What can I do?
You're right, because I should be packing my clothes for my trip, but I said, let me listen while I cook.
No
So
problem.
I said, let me just stop in and just share the win with my speaker focus fam, because I solidified my first paid contract. So
Good for you.
super excited about that.
Good for you. So proud of you.
Thank you. So
Is
yeah,
that
now it's
coming up?
time to,
Is that coming up soon, Sam?
it's in March. They were super proactive. It's March 28th, I think. I mean, I have some stuff in February that's going to be super good with lead magnets because it's
Yeah.
at a big STEM conference. But
Yeah.
this one is an actual one where we have to sign a contract. So I was very excited about that.
Good for you.
And the check's in the mail.
There you go. Did they send it all to you up front, or it was a 50% deposit?
I followed your format. So what you think I asked for? 50%.
Exactly. There you go, my girl. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, it takes a little time to start tracking, but when you do, you know what I do? I'm glad you brought that question up, Sam, because when you sent in the email of, hey, this is what I sent them in the follow-up, which was great, based upon the kind of deal that it was. I told you that was great. I'm glad you put it in motion, like you trusted your gut. But then I also sent you the email over of the links of an email that I sent to one of my clients. They wanted me to come speak in February or March, whatever it was. And I just wanted you to see how I format mine. And you were like, okay, cool. Now I know what the next level looks like. I'll use that template for another time. So that's what's up.
Yep, that's it. I'm ready now to deliver.
There you go. Hey, listen, now we got to get that content. You got to deliver. Oh, let me give you an update on the speaker video demo. I think Sion is working on Vernice's speaker video demo as we speak. I know I asked you for some more content, like some talking head shots, and I'm not sure where you are with that. And I know you got a trip coming up. So he's already knocking these speaker video demos out, and I'm just giving him the ones of a list of people that already sent the content in. So we got that in motion. That feels good. Everything's flowing. So by the time the end of the week comes, I should have a update on you about when yours is going to be on deck, so he can start knocking all these things out. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. I know I haven't sent in the stuff. I'm kind of been distracted, and I
That's
think
cool.
you could prioritize the other people before me. So like
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm not pressed.
No, just just let us know whenever you get it. Just send it in. Reply to that email that I sent. I'm going to send out another email as a reminder, because there's some people that I made a request, like I did with you, that I just wanted, like maybe just like a talking headshot of somebody in their office just speaking more about the signature programs. And the reason why I asked some people for that footage is because they really didn't give me enough during their showcase performance, and this is a real easy request. All you got to do is just do a talking head shot from like the waist up or whatever, and just sit there and talk more about the value from your signature programs. You can shoot that shit right from your phone and send it to Sion, and he will incorporate that into your current showcase footage. And that way we got all the content, and we have that variation, Sam, from your other speaker video that you did from one of your other coaching programs and your mastermind that you're in. So we definitely have it looking different. So I want you to take your time to think about that, so we can have that. You have two different sizzle reels and give you two different feels. That'll be some great content for you to have in the marketplace.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Sam, miss you. Love you.
All right. Love you. Take care,
Talk to you
everybody.
real soon. Safe travels. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. People getting paid on the speakerfocus.com platform, putting deals together. Tara, talk to me. How are you?
Hey, good. So I got my personal website done yesterday. So TaraLafonGooch.com is in business. I published it yesterday, but I'm still working my way through week one. So I'm only like 13 or 14% in, which that's all right. But as far as like, I know what I appreciated what you said earlier about making your speaker website very speaker centric and not having a lot of other stuff on there. I think I've done that. I wanted to highlight, like show appearances I've been on and, like as seen in type of deal.
Right.
To, build credibility or whatever. But as far as, I just want to make sure I'm on the right track, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what. One
Should I
thing,
send a support ticket?
yeah, well, just send it to me,
Okay.
and just remember in that detailed description of what I gave with Terry.
Yeah.
This is very important. And the reason why I say that is because, see, you have a really strong brand like Terry does, right? And you're coming off a showcase, so you're going to have some video footage, and it's excuse me, it's really important that you do not lose their attention when they go to your website. These meeting planners, they have to look through all these profiles, and it drives them crazy when you're making them work too hard to locate all your information. You want to know why my information is strategically placed on my website the way it is because I want the meeting planner to say, I already know what they're looking for. So you have to set your site up where you know that they can locate all your information in 10 seconds. Now, when you send it to me, that's what I'm looking for. See, I'm not critiquing the site based upon like, oh, Terry, you're so lovely, let's do stuff that we want to do. No, as long as the content is organized that has an impact on the person who's writing the check, then I'm going to say it looks amazing.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm just going to give you some simple tweaks. Listen, you're really strong at branding, so I'm not really worried about it with you, right? I know that if you send it to me, all I have to say is some minor adjustments here and there. We have not approved your signature program. Is that correct? You approved your body.
Yeah, I wrote it out and I'm still thinking about it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm probably overthinking it. But I have it all written out. I'm just not, I don't feel confident about my offerings for the 4 programs. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me just interject something in here.
Okay.
This happens a lot.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're super smart the way you are and you get all analytical, you get in your
Thank you. I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's all kinds of women on here that fit that mold. Every woman we got on this chat right now, all of them are smart like you. They all get in their own way sometimes. They all overthink it and they're analytical. This is what you got to do. If you hold on to your signature programs, and my God, that all of them on here right now do it. You're holding on to it because you want to get it perfect. Perfectionism, and it's a dream killer because you're holding on to it and you don't have the skill set to analyze these signature programs the way I do. I need to see your ideas. I'm not here to crucify you. You don't have to feel embarrassed with me. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just going to say, again, all the advice that I give you, Tara, is all based upon these signature programs and not cutting the mustard with the person who needs to see it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you, okay, you need to change your opening paragraph. You need to modify this, take this thing about your brand and incorporate it here. And we go back and forth about 2 or 3 times, Tara, and your signature program is going to be done.
Okay.
But you holding on to them is not helping me help you.
Right. No, you're right. Absolutely. Okay.
I just want to see your ideas. That's all. Just send them over to me. It doesn't even have to be complete. Just send me what you got. And I'll say, oh, Tara, I like the direction you're going in. That's complimentary to your brand. Okay, that one right there is horrible. Let's turn this into a high-powered speaking topic. And then when I send you the feedback, I'm going to give you exactly how to fix it and make it better. I'm going to give you a template to follow. You fill it in, send it back over to me. Eventually, we're going to be done. And now we can move on to getting you already started working on your speaker kit. Am I correct?
Yeah. I'm trying. Like I said, I'm overanalyzing everything. So
No. You submitted something to me, and I like the way the template felt. I'm like, okay, she's getting a little ahead of herself, but that's cool. But again, I know you're good at branding, and what you sent me, I'm like, oh, I love the way her speaker info kit's going. Now you got to get your speaker video demo. And I know you already build websites, so you don't have to outsource that. It's going to be amazing. Again, 30 to 60 days. It may not even take you 30 to 60 days to get all this stuff done. And then you can start doing outreach. Now we can start getting you some money on the books. Ask anybody on this platform. It doesn't have to take that long, but sometimes it does take long because we got family and business and all kinds of other stuff going on. We have to be able to work with you in such a way where you're getting the work done and we're saying next or approve, advance. That means you're getting to the next step. We got to get you to module 5 so you can set up your sales funnel and start doing outreach.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
Okay.
All right. You got any other questions or comments?
No, I'm good. I'll try to get you something tomorrow.
Okay. Yoda says there's no try, there's only do. A deadline is a forcing system of accountability. So tomorrow, are you going to get it to me or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No problem. If you need more time, tell me that, because whatever you say to me, I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and follow up with Tara, because she says she's going to give me. Hey.
I got you.
We all got to hold each other accountable. Okay.
That's
now,
right.
Okay, Tara, well, have a nice evening.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. I got time for one more question. That's going to be Rodney. And then we got to wrap this Q&A. One more question. So listen, Rodney is going to be the last question. And then if you have any other questions, please submit them to support@speakerfocus.com. Rodney, talk to me. Rodney, are you there?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, I have a quick question.
How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. The format template for the toolkit, where can I find that at?
You said the format for the toolkit?
Yes. So I'm looking at everybody's like media toolkit or the toolkit to set up everything, like that same format that like everybody has. Where can I find that at?
Okay, that's in module 2. Should be in module 2 in the speaker toolkit. There's a speaker toolkit. It's a speaker toolkit at the end of every module. You should see speaker info kit in there. That's just a basic template to show you how to put it together, all the content that needs to be organized in it. And then you can just start organizing your content and send it over to the graphic designer if you're going to hire somebody. Listen, there's a lot of people, if you're really not skilled at PowerPoint, there's a lot of people that I've only seen maybe 5 submissions that's been acceptable with the template that I've given them in PowerPoint. A lot of times when they send it back to me, it has alignment issues and all that. If you're really not skilled at designing in PowerPoint, you're going to struggle with that. If you send it to me and it looks horrible, I'm going to say you need to hire a graphic designer.
Okay, so it's a PowerPoint thing that you're actually using.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I designed it in PowerPoint. All the files on our platform, they're either PowerPoint, they're either Google Slides, either Microsoft PowerPoint slides, or either Word docs, or either Google Docs.
Okay. So I can just like kind of copy and paste what I have and put it up there and then send it to you.
Sure, you can. Again, if it looks professional grade, I'm going to tell it to you. But watch this. Even if you copy and paste everything in the template, in other words, my logo's here. Okay, take KTR logo, I'll put mine in. Swap out the pictures, swap out the signature programs, everything. If you take it out and it does have alignment issues, or it's not right, and I say, you know what, Rodney, this doesn't look professional enough. At least if you get the template done, you can send the file over to the graphic designer. He can snatch everything out the file that you already put in to organize, and then he can put the finishing touches on it, and your shit still gets complete.
Right. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
The bottom line is you still got the work done and you dropped it in where it's supposed to go. And all the graphic designer literally has to do is find you a decent template, snatch all the images and the text and the logos and stuff, and drop it into his new template and render you out a new version, and your speaker info kit's done. See, it's not hard. You just got to stay focused on it to get the work done.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get that to you by Thursday. That's my deadline because I'm tired. So we're gonna get this done. This is it.
Hey, Rodney, and that I'm glad you ended it like that, because that's exactly the energy that you have to start telling yourself. Listen, Rodney, watch this. I'm tired of not failing at the $100 million level. So I'm networking and talking to people that's already earning $100 million, and I'm listening to what they do, and some of the activity that me and Austin are doing that doesn't look like that. So you got to fail at a higher level.
Right.
That's why you should be sending in support tickets, because I already been on your level, bro. I already know how to tell you how to get it right. Yes, no. This is the reason. There's always a reason why we're telling you to do it. Rodney, stay focused right now, brother. I believed in you from day one. I know you have the oratorical skills and the speaking ability, and I know you got confidence in yourself, but you need more confidence in all of the other areas to finalize your speaker business and get it done so you can get into the marketplace and start making money. All right.
Yeah, I'm about to flood you. It's a wrap. Like, nah, we getting it done.
You can't send us enough support tickets, because the more you send, guess what? The more you send, the more feedback we're going to give you, the more you can check off and move to the next. The people, watch this. You know the people who don't send support tickets? The ones who are in the marketplace working, the ones that don't show up on the Monday Q&A call, they're in the market, they're working. Anybody that's not working and they have not reached the level of mastery, those are the ones that still have to keep submitting support tickets. And this is what we're here for. You can't send me enough support tickets. I'm going to keep telling you, correct it. This is right. This is wrong. Do this. Keep moving forward, because I want you into the market earning money. Why wouldn't I want to have another success story on my hands? That's exactly what I want from you.
Oh, yeah, you about to get one. You about to get one. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, let's get it. I'm going to send it to you on Thursday, though.
Rodney, listen to me, brother. This is the year. Forget about what happened last year. Forget about the tragedies and the failures and the pitfalls and the setbacks and your deficiencies and your limitations. Forget about how inadequate that you felt. Forget about how horrible you felt. Forget about how they tried to crucify you last year. And we almost let them do it, but they didn't. This is a new time and it's a new era. Get busy, stand active, bro, and watch what happens.
Everybody get it. It's the championship season.
I love you, man.
Everybody's Jordan year, so everybody get it done.
Yes, sir. Get it done, brother. Talk to you real soon.
All right.
All right, man. Okay, we are wrapping up this version of Monday Q&A call, January 23rd, 2023. Isn't it befitting? We're in our year of 2023, and it is the 23rd day of January, the first month of the year. It's not over, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry LeBlanc, I saw that you put something in there about your signature program. See, Jerry, this is what happens when you're smart like you are. Jerry's in the financial services industry. You overanalyze stuff, man. Just send it to me, brother. I don't give a damn what it looks like. If it's horrible, I'm going to tell you it's horrible, but I'm also going to tell you how to fix it. See, a lot of people in this industry, they're just telling you what to do, but they ain't showing you how to do it. And they sure as hell don't have the skill set to show you how, like me and Austin. This is the differentiator in the marketplace. You want to be in the blue ocean. You want to be that differentiator that makes the difference between your clients knowing and not knowing. Be the light, ladies and gentlemen. Be the light. Be abundance. Be active. You are successful. You are a professional speaker. Remember that we love you. Have a nice evening. Thank you so much for the questions, and keep submitting the support tickets. We will catch you same time, same place next week at speakerfocus.com. Podcast, the Speaker Focus Show is coming real soon. Ha ha!